8:47 now, so the Western and Wilmington Railroad no longer operates like it did in the 1800s, but is now open for visitors to take a ride on.
The Railroad Museum is a family-friendly place to visit in Wilmington, Delaware. PHL 17's Kelsey Fabian is exploring the museum this morning, and she joins us live from Newcastle County. Good morning, Kelsey.
Good morning, Amanda and Nick. Yes, we've been working our way down the train this morning. So we started off at the steam engine in the 6 o'clock hour. The last hour we were in coach 603, so we were seeing what it was like to be a passenger on the train. And now, take a look at this guy. How cute. This is the caboose. So this is where we are going next. So we want to learn all about the Wilmington and Western Railroad. So we've got Kevin here. He is one of the very few employees that they have at this museum. So Kevin, tell us a little bit before we go inside about the caboose.
So this is one of our cabooses. We actually have three. This was built in 1926.
Wow.
And it was part of the Baltimore and Ohio line of cabooses that they had.
And this is essentially the back of the train, but when the train goes to its destination and then works its way back, this becomes the front.
Correct. We reverse all the way back to the station.
Okay, and for people who want to go on a ride, you have a few different options. You've got a 10-mile ride. You also have some shorter rides. So really they can pick based upon what fits them and their family.
Correct.
Awesome. So let's go inside. We'll let our photographer go in first. We got some steep steps he's got to climb up here, so be patient with him as he gets up there. Don't want him to trip and fall.
No.
All right, now we'll climb in. So tell us what is inside the caboose when you go in.
So inside the cabooses, they're all pretty similar to the ones we have, but most of them, they do have seats and tables for groups to sit in. A lot of our cabooses are rented for birthday parties.
I love that
larger
idea.
groups.
Birthday party, that's so fun.
And the nice thing too with the caboose is they do have their own private bathroom, so instead of having to use the bathroom and sharing with everyone on the coach, they do have a private bathroom.
And you had said this is from the 1920s, so back then, what would the caboose, what would it have been used for? Clearly not a birthday party.
No, clearly. So back then, cabooses were only on freight train, typically. They would not have been on a passenger train like you see today. And they were really the office for the conductor and the staff on the train.
Okay.
That's why it has a level and a half or a second floor.
Yeah, let's check
over here,
that
the
out.
cupola.
So it's called a cupola.
It's called a cupola, and this would allow the conductor to look the entire length of the train to make sure that everything was going well. Right now, the kids love.
That's why the windows are right here, so that's what you can see out.
Right now, the kids love to just get up there and look out. It's a different perspective for them.
Oh, I'm sure. So fun. It's even fun for an adult. You don't have to be a kid to get up here. So the one thing that's really great about going on a ride is I'm sure the kids love the train ride, but then there's so much history along the railroad as the ride goes on. So tell us a little bit about that.
Correct. Like most railroads, we were built for a reason in the late 1800s. And that was to connect a lot of the mills that were along the Red Clay Creek, snuff mills or other quarries down the line. And so we express a lot of that in our narration when we're going down the line. A lot of the mill races and all of that are still along the side of the track. You can clearly see, depending on the time of the season, time of the year. And so we not only push the history of our rail cars, we're also trying to push the history of the area and the creek and what people didn't know was happening in this area in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Right. That's amazing. I love that there's so much history with this. So Kevin, real quick, what's your website if people want to book a train ticket?
WWRR.com.
Easy to remember, WWRR.com. Most of their train rides are on Saturdays and Sundays. Nick and Amanda, it's a great family activity to do. A lot of the trains take a half-hour stop, so you can pack a picnic lunch, get out of the train, walk around, enjoy your lunch, hop back on, and ride back.
It's a great idea for
Send it back to you
something to do. Awesome look. Thank you, Kelsey. Appreciate it.